Okay, again, how you say it? I'm gonna Google it. Then I'm the most luckiest person because I was there as well. Like, this is one thing you should know about Japan, people. Katsuo.
カツオ。
Let's do the research. You don't actually eat that, or
ちょっと I need to Google it.
that's cool because I know exactly what we were cooking. It says it comes from Japan. I felt really embarrassed because most of the students. I'm not sure if I had much to show.
If we Google it, maybe we will know.
I've seen some really cool pictures of you. Okay, I was just curious. Okay, let's Google it. Today's guest was born and raised in Japan, and her name is Riina Mito. She's a food and agricultural enthusiast who travels around Japan and the world to explore different cuisines and variety of dishes, while she's also trying to spread the Japanese umami culture to the world. Today, she's going to tell us about her experience from organic farms in Europe. We're also going to explore a variety of Japanese islands and their dishes. And in the end, she's going to give you some good tips on what to not miss on your next trip to Japan when it comes to food. Yes, you probably already got it. This episode will be full of food. So in case you're hungry, I recommend you getting yourself a little snack because it might be more survivable. Well, enjoy the episode. My first question is, when people think about Japan, they probably imagine sushi or maybe ramen. But what else should people try if they go to Japan? What other cool food would you recommend?
Wow, it's good question. I think you should try vegetables as well and fruits. You should see the appearance of these kind of products because maybe these are very like beautiful and like the color is like なんて言うんだろう very beautiful color and the taste is sweet and maybe you will be amazed by the taste of the vegetables and fruits. So you should try vegetables and fruits. And also, I think tonkatsu, you know tonkatsu? It's kind of fried pork. Fried pork.
Okay.
And it had the sauce, which made from soy sauce and mirin, Japanese sugar, and dashi. And it tastes very good.
Okay, what is dashi?
Dashi is bonito soup, like kind of soup.
What does it
which
taste
made
like?
from it contains kombu, kombu, which is seaweed, kind of seaweed produced in Hokkaido, Japan, like in the sea. Yeah, it has some umami. You know umami?
Umami is a very special flavor, Japanese.
Yeah.
It's really hard to explain it for foreigners, I think.
Yeah, like
umami.
It's not sweet. It's not like spicy. It's just umami.
It just tastes good. Yeah, I don't know how to explain that.
Yeah, but that sauce contains umami and sweetness and like soy sauce flavor, so it tastes very good and it combines well with fried pork. So
okay,
I love fried pork tonkatsu.
Ooh,
Tonkatsu.
What part of the pork it is? What part of the pig?
It depends. Like if you prefer a fatty taste, you can ask for the fatty, for example. How does it called? なんか
Like you can choose if you want to have the fatty. Yeah. Okay, so it's not like a specific part of the animal. It's just you can choose, but it has to be pork.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, beef. Yeah.
Okay. And what type of fruit or vegetable you would recommend?
I think carrot.
Okay.
Or like peach or strawberries from the farm directly.
Okay.
And of course, I can bring the vegetables and fruits from the farm directly to you guys because yeah, most of the farmers can't speak English and they can't read English, so it's difficult for you guys to like ask farmers to bring their products. So
So can you actually get them somewhere in Japan?
yeah,
Are
yeah,
there like any farmer markets or something?
yeah. They have farmers market, but it's difficult from like European market actually. Like
Okay.
in Japan, there's few farming market because like there is a Japanese agricultural corporation exists in Japan, so
Mm-hmm.
they they collect the vegetables from the farm and they sell the products to consumers. So farmers mostly they don't have opportunity to sell the products directly to consumers. So
Okay.
some farmers try to sell the products um, and organize their farmers market, but there is few farmers markets actually in Japan.
So do you have any chance when you come to Japan as a tourist to
Mm-hmm.
buy the farmer products somewhere?
It's difficult.
Okay.
Yeah, it's so sad, but like because of Japanese like logistic system, it's
Mm-hmm.
difficult to like buy um, agricultural products from farmers directly. But I try to like build this system for consumers. Like I'm trying this right now.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Mm,
So you try
because,
to make it easier for the farmers to bring the products to public.
yeah.
And even Japanese public or people abroad?
People abroad as well, like, but I believe that I just want to spread dashi umami culture to the
Mm-hmm.
to people from abroad. And the fresh, in terms of fresh vegetables, I think we don't need to spread these kind of thing because other countries also have farmers there.
Mm-hmm.
So, there's no point to spread fresh vegetables from Japan to other countries.
Yeah, true. True. And what is the dashi umami culture?
It's it's the dashi is umami is like you know uh which made from kombu and bonito seaweed,
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
they're like hmm it's the soup which makes ramen. Like I think the traditional dashi is still have to like evolve the way
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
since it's not adjust very well with modern cuisine. So I want to like change a little bit to adjust the taste of dashi for
Ah,
European cuisine or for American cuisine, and then spread dashi to the world. Um, I try to like now I try to like combine with a French chef and
nice.
yeah collaborate French chef and try to make new products, dashi products, and spread it to France. And you know,
Nice.
we are trying it right now.
Well, I know that you've done exchange in France
Yeah,
during your studies. You spent some time at organic farm in France.
yeah.
So did you manage this cooperation while you were in France or when you came back to Japan?
Manage the corporation. I mean, still contact together. Or
Yes, if you did you meet the French chef in France?
yeah.
Ah,
As well.
okay.
And also we like there is French chef in Japan as well. Also,
Ah,
the
nice.
French restaurant in Japan is organized by French chef. you know.
Okay.
But they can't speak, unfortunately, they can't speak Japanese very well most of the time.
And so you help them.
Yeah. Kind of.
Nice.
But I really enjoy like communicating with them and spread and share the agricultural products, which I'm proud of as well. So it's my kind of hobby, you know.
I get that. My question is just so many people around the world love sushi, love Japanese food. So they go to Japan to eat Japanese food mostly. Or I cannot imagine myself like when I was in Japan. I didn't go to any other restaurants than just Japanese. But do Japanese people go to French restaurants or
Yeah.
other? Okay. So
Yeah.
so they don't want to eat Japanese only.
No.
Why did you go to France though? Did you choose France because of, well, it's like a food country, food nation,
Yeah.
Yeah, was it a
Yeah,
reason?
yeah. Yeah, of course. Like I went to France. It was my first visited country in my life actually, and I I went to France just 2 weeks, just 2 weeks before I start exchange.
Ah,
And
okay.
yeah, I went to Strasbourg and I visited farming, market, yes, market.
Okay.
Yeah, and I was very surprised to see how farmers connect with consumers very well. Like this is
Mm-hmm.
what I wanted to do in Japan, so you know, I want to learn more about it, and then I decided to spend more time in France, and yeah, that's why I apply for
Nice.
French, yeah, French school, and
And
I
so,
enjoyed it a lot.
and how long did you stay at the farm?
Stay at the farm just like 1 month and 15 days, since
Okay.
I have only 2 months vacation
Mm-hmm.
mm, during my school days. And I needed to come back to Japan as well because of Corona.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know, it was a little
I
bit pity, but it's
yeah,
okay.
I feel you. I feel you. I was on my exchange during Corona as well, so
Yeah.
okay, but how did you enjoy it? How did you enjoy the farm?
Oh, we learned organic farming
Mm-hmm.
and how they make cycle. Like they produce vegetables as well, and also chicken, and
Yeah.
they make like natural circle.
Mm-hmm.
So you know they don't need to use use scientific fertilizer or like
Yeah, like some
you know
chemicals.
yeah chemical stuff. So it was you know really amazing and like important thing to learn for me. And also like I thought I was very surprised to see how farmers are really good at promoting themselves. Like in Japan,
Mm-hmm.
people are very shy and they don't like post themselves on Instagram or you know Facebook. Like
Okay.
they just like they don't reveal themselves on social network. But
Mm-hmm.
in terms of French farmers, they try to promote themselves. Like they take photos and you know share
Ah, okay.
themselves. Yeah, it was very like amazing, and they gather the um, consumers through using social network and also their communication skill. And it was very different way to communicate with consumers from Japanese farmers. So I learned a lot from them as well.
And organic farming in Japan, that is not common.
Oh, it's not common right
Uh,
now.
right now. Okay, it's gonna be. It's gonna be in future.
Yeah.
We believe in you, so.
But yeah, it's gradually, I think.
Yeah, for sure. Have you experienced any difficulties while trying to like adjust to the French culture? Was there like some
Ah,
cultural shock? Something that surprised you?
yes. like I was surprised to see how train is so dirty in France. Like
Trains.
trains, like sometimes there are French fries on the seat, and the few don't no people clean it. Like in Japan, if there is dirt on the seat or on the floor, some people try to like clean it.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember the trains in Japan, they were so clean.
Yeah, since like people feel comfortable in
Yeah.
the clean, organized environment, so that's why like people try to clean everywhere. But in France, always there is like trash or dirty dirt on the floor. So I try to
Yeah.
clean sometimes, but you know, maybe it's culture.
Okay, okay. Well, France, you have the trains apparently.
Yeah, and
All right.
sometimes
And
stinked.
oh, that's
Yeah, yeah,
bad.
as well, but it's okay. I
Okay.
enjoyed it. Hmm.
Anything else?
Yeah, and also like, and I was so surprised. Like when I stay at my French friend's house,
Mm-hmm.
um, her father always drunk before he drive car.
Okay.
It's illegal in Japan, but he always drunk
Okay.
beforehand. Yeah, in the
Be-
morning before he drove the car, he always drunk.
okay. It depends. Yeah, but that depends because I'm not sure, but I think that France has like some little tolerance. Like you can have a glass of wine or something before you drive, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay,
and he
that's
always says it's kind of water, so it's no problem. And
okay, okay.
wow.
Did you try the French wine?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Always. Before the class, I always drank
Ah, did
a
you like it?
little bit
A
wine.
little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
And did you like it?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I very loved it.
And the white or red?
White. It was very good. Like it's
Ah,
like
yeah.
it's a little bit similar to sake, Japanese sake. I thought.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
I don't know. I think sake tastes a bit different.
Really?
Yeah. But I'm not that I don't know that much about wine. Like I haven't tried many. But I think like sake is it's a bit sweeter, but maybe some French wines can yeah.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. But like Blanc Blanche white wine is a little bit similar to sake. I thought.
Okay,
That's
okay.
why. Yeah, like for example, it's combined well with fish and like
Ah,
some
okay.
yeah those kind of things. Like it's very similar to sake, so I thought it's interesting. And
Nice. Nice.
yeah.
And I know that your mom came to France as well
Yeah.
to join you at the farm. How did she like it?
Uh, she was super surprised to
About what?
um she she thought she was surprised to see how French people love cuisine. Like
Ah.
yeah, like they think like the farmer was man, but he cook by himself and he cook for families as well. But in
Uh-huh.
Japan, men doesn't don't cook for families. Like
Okay.
it's kind of culture.
Mm-hmm.
Like yeah, like recently young men can cook, but
Yeah,
like
okay.
yeah, traditionally men don't cook. They just work for work for family. So
All right, all right.
he was super surprised to see. Yeah, and also, but the other thing that my mom was super surprised to see how like how French people clean their house. Like it's not organized. Like
Oh, so you mean they don't clean?
yeah, yeah, yeah. From my mom's, like from Japanese perspective, actually.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, I don't mean that like they are dirty, but just like different,
Okay.
different way of cleaning. So you know,
Do French people walk in shoes in their houses?
yeah,
Oh, they do. Okay, that might be one of the reasons.
yeah. But yeah, I don't. Yeah, it's okay. Like I didn't care. Like it's culture. Well, the culture. So it's not. Mm, I don't. Uh, I don't say bad thing for French people. Just it was different way
Yeah,
of
for sure.
cleaning. Yeah, yeah. But my mom was super surprised. Yeah,
It's different.
yeah.
Okay, and what about the dishes there? What about the cuisines? What did you like the most?
Mm, everything, but yeah, croissant, and
Ah,
baguette was
okay.
the most, yeah, amazing for me since mm, like it was so big. In French, croissant was so big and
Okay.
also taste very good since is the taste of butter is different from Japanese butter. Like
Yeah.
I think they use sometimes they use glass fed butter, like just
Ah, okay, yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
the a cow who just eats glass.
Grass, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and the butter tastes like very different from ordinary
Mhm,
butter.
mhm.
So
Yeah, I feel like butter tastes different in like every country. Wherever you go, butter tastes always really different.
yeah,
That's funny.
it was very good. I can't forget the taste, but unfortunately, I gained 10 kilo.
What? Really?
So yeah, after 6 months passed in France.
Wow, okay.
Yeah,
But you had a lot of delicious food then.
yeah,
Okay.
with butter.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Have you learned to cook any of the meals?
mm From my friend, like Alsatian cuisine, like choucroute or salad, nice salad, or like those kind of thing. Like just family cuisine.
And do you cook them sometimes when you're in Japan?
Yeah.
Yeah? Wow, okay. So, how often do you eat Japanese food and how often do you cook something like you've learned during your travels?
uh, eh, it's like I love Japanese cuisine the most since I am Japanese. That's why I cook Japanese cuisine almost every day.
Okay.
Maybe for dinner or for the breakfast. But in terms of French cuisine, I cook once a week, I think.
Oh, that's nice.
Really?
I think so.
Crepe, galette, like, you know galette?
Actually, no, I don't know what it is.
Galette?
How does it look like?
Yeah, like just a black crepe, which we put salad on the crepe and wrap it.
So, is it like salty
Yeah, salty
crepe?
crepe.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, with cheese.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I cook crepe or galette when my friend come to my house, maybe once a week.
Oh, nice.
And but for me, always cook Japanese food. And
Okay, okay.
yeah, and also Chinese and Korean cuisine as well.
Mostly Asian.
Yeah.
Okay.
easy to get ingredients. So
Is it hard to get some ingredients for the foreign dishes?
yeah, in terms of cheese, like European food, yeah, we can get it, but it's so expensive for students. So
Okay, I get it. I get it. Okay, and now I'm curious because you've been on organic farm in France and also on organic farm in the United Kingdom.
Mhm.
Can you compare those two experiences? Because I think like French and English people, they, of course, okay, they're both European, but they have like a lot of differences.
Yes. I thought the British it's similar to Japanese. Like they
Wow.
organize everything. Like they decide
Okay.
the time and they make schedule for the day each time. Each day they have like we have a break at 12, 15, like those kind of things. Like they decide the schedule and
Okay.
then start working. But in France, like it like the waking time it depends on the day and
All right.
we don't know what time the break start, like it depends on the emotion and it depends on the day, so very different.
Okay, that sounds really French.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So Japanese people love planning, and so
Mm-hmm.
it's very similar to British culture, I thought.
Okay. And what about working with the animals
Mm,
when it comes to the farmer work? Were there any differences?
yeah, I thought like mm, British people thought like animal as a people as well. Like they treat
Okay.
animal like people,
Okay.
and they give animal the name,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, and they treat like for example, farmer brush their um brush animals.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It was you know
So they take real care for them, like
yeah, yeah,
special
like
care.
kids, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. And in France?
France, ma, um like maybe it depends on the farm, but like
Okay.
the farm I went didn't call the name,
Mm-hmm.
but like they, but actually they, what is a good point is that they free animal in the like very big field, and the animal could move everywhere,
Yeah.
and then at night just to go come back to home.
Okay, so they just close them for the night, but let them like run everywhere during the day.
Everywhere.
Okay, okay. And so in England, they they don't
Animal,
let them
no,
like okay, so they keep them close.
no, they let them to the big field, but
Okay.
like because farmers really take care of animals, like
Mm-hmm.
they just stick to the farmers, they
Okay.
try to play with farmers and always come
Okay, okay.
close to us.
So did you make any animal friends?
Oh yeah, I think I become friends with goats, British goats.
Ah, nice.
Ah, she was so cute.
Okay, but what about British food? Because honestly, they're not that good cooks.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you agree?
Mm. 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 I went to I went to London and
Yes.
also Cornwall, the west part of the UK.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know about Scotland and like north part of
Mm-hmm,
the
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
UK,
Okay.
but mm, I ate fish and chips.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I thought Japanese fish and chips it tastes better. Like because the fish are maybe fresh in Japan.
Might be. I had fish and chips in the United Kingdom, in like many parts in Scotland, in England, in Ireland as well, and it never tasted as good as the one I had in Norway. Because in Norway the fish was actually fresh as well. So I think it really depends on the fish.
Yeah, yeah. The taste of fish is important.
Yes, very much.
But you know.
Yeah. I don't even know if they have any other like significant dishes in England.
Like pie. I ate pie.
That's true, yeah. Mm-hmm.
A pie which contains chicken and potatoes.
Okay.
Those kind of things. It was very good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you stay with the host family in England?
Yeah.
And what about the way of living? Do they clean enough?
Okay. Clean and organized and
nice.
Beautiful, cute. they love DIY.
Oh. Okay.
So they often like paint some beautiful art on the board, on the wall. So
nice.
always like new and clean and beautiful.
Really creative.
Yeah.
Well, and we've also done like other food trips to Italy, for example.
Mm-hmm.
And other countries as well. So what foreign country did you like the foreign food the most? So first is Japanese, right?
Yeah.
And then the first foreign food?
It's very difficult.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I would be able to decide.
But Italian food, but I love it food since it's easy for everyone. I thought, like when we have like tomato can and mozzarella cheese or some kind of cheese and basil and pasta, and olive oil. Everyone can cook very good Italian food. It's easy, and for like people who don't have a lot of money can cook very good Italian cuisine, I thought.
Yeah.
So that's why.
Okay.
It's but also but taste was also very good. Like pizza, which has mozzarella cheese, it's always very good. So I love Italian cuisine.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, is it good answer?
I guess there's no good or bad answer, but if I was supposed to think of like about foreign country with good food, Italy would be on the top. Maybe next to Japan, even for me. So, yeah, I don't know, probably like Japanese food was absolutely delicious. Like I loved it. Like I'm like, oh, I should go back to Japan only for the food, because I really miss it. Italy is great, always. And then I really liked Colombian food. They have really like interesting combinations we don't really eat here. But what I really liked is like when I was in Japan, we ate a lot of rice, of course.
Yeah.
But then I went to Latin America, to Colombia, and they also eat a lot of rice. And I was really surprised because they eat a lot of rice and they have like then some meat with it. They have great fruit because it's more south than we are here. So they have like papayas and mangoes and avocados, and like all of it tastes so good. It's so sweet. And so that's like, and they make fresh juice from it. they make juice from fruit I've never heard of. So it's really cool and really
Wow!
tasty. Yeah, so
I need to
Colombia.
visit there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm planning to come back. You can come with me.
Yeah. For sure.
But
Wow.
Colombia is great. But I'm curious because you've been to Cambodia, right?
Mm-hmm.
Have you tried any cool dishes there?
Yeah. I tried banana banana which covered with mochi. Mochi is rice.
The Japanese mochi.
Oh no, maybe a Cambodian mochi.
Okay. What's the difference between Japanese mochi and Cambodian mochi?
Like it doesn't have any sweetness. The Cambodian one doesn't have sweetness in mochi, but it's sticky as well.
Okay.
Yeah. The banana covered with mochi and also covered with bananas not leaf, banana's leaf.
Ah, yeah.
And steam it.
Wow.
Yeah, it was good.
That sounds good, and I'm just listening to you talking about it. If I saw like a picture or something, I would be probably super hungry right now.
Yeah. It was super good. But in terms of fish, like maybe they produce fermented seasoning, like similar to Vietnamese seasoning. I don't remember the name. Nanyum? No. Stop. I forgot the name, but Vietnamese cuisine has Vietnamese cuisine has a special seasoning, fermented seasoning made from fish. And maybe Cambodian has the same, like similar, but the taste was very different from Vietnamese one, and it doesn't fit very well with me, unfortunately.
Okay, so you like the Vietnamese more?
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, and always Cambodian cuisine was spicy. Like they like spicy. So we actually I did experiment for Cambodian people.
Okay.
I made Japanese soup, and also I made Japanese soup which contains red pepper.
Okay.
And brought it to the children, Cambodian children, and Cambodian mother, everyone, and then they bought that spicy one is better for them. Like,
oh really?
Yeah, and they didn't like dashi, umami. Like they are not comfortable with eating umami, so.
So they didn't like the normal one.
Yeah.
The typical one. Oh, that's bad. I like Japanese food because it's not spicy.
Yeah.
They always like, do you want some wasabi? And I'm like, no, thanks.
Yeah. No.
Okay, Japan has a lot of islands. How many of them have you traveled to explore food?
You mean island is prefecture, or like you mean Hokkaido?
Yeah, that's one. Hokkaido is one island.
Yeah.
Yes. Then you have Honshu is the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you have 4, which are the main ones. But then you have a lot of small ones as well, right?
Yes.
So how many of the islands have you traveled to?
Wow, it's difficult.
Is it a lot?
Yeah, it's a lot, and also like each island have the prefecture in the Honshu or Hokkaido, or like it's difficult to count the island, but I went to several islands. Like it's difficult to count because each island have main island in the main area.
Ah, okay. So like all the small islands belong to one of the big ones.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's difficult to count.
Okay, so if we like take all of them separately,
Mm-hmm.
so we will not connect them.
Mm-hmm.
So how many islands?
1, 2, 3, maybe 10.
Oh
10
wow.
or more.
Okay. Okay, which one did you like the most?
Mm-hmm. I I love Hokkaido since it's my hometown. But apart from Hokkaido, I love Goto Island, which is
Okay.
which is the southest island in Japan.
Oh.
And yeah, and it has very good fish as well. And what is the like amazing point is that it had Christian in the island when Edo period, like many years ago. Like
Okay.
yeah, the Christian is evolved. Christian is emerged in Japan historically after like Xavier came to Japan. Like Xavier is a Christian, you know, European people who try to spread
Christianity. Yeah.
Christianity. And then Christianity is spreading, but Japanese government tried to stop
Really?
stop
Okay.
it.
Uh-huh.
And then they need to hide. Christian needed to hide to different like region, and then they went to the island, which is very difficult to survive, or very like they needed to hide. So that's why they decided to live in the island, which is difficult to survive. So uh, like hided Christian was lived in Goto Island,
Mm-hmm.
and then that's why like when I went there, I felt little bit like the air was little bit um heavy.
Ah, okay. I was wondering if you can still like feel the different atmosphere of the place compared to Japan, like the other islands of Japan. So you can. And is it heavier like because of the like dark past or
Yeah.
okay. Do still people like feel sad about it or
No,
no?
they
But it's
yeah
different.
yeah just like they died, but they decide to die. Like they they could choose die
Okay.
or finish like quit Christianity, and then decide that dying.
So okay, so they decided to leave to the island, but there was nothing on that island yet, so they all died.
No, they could fish or like they could survive, but
Not
government
ah.
come there, and then some people are like needed to die.
Did they kill them?
Like mm, not sure, but
Okay.
like yeah.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if we had this at our history lesson, to be honest, but I don't remember it or we didn't have it.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, some Japanese region has it still.
Ah, okay.
Mm,
Like even on the main islands.
mm,
Okay.
mm. Maybe some people, but I don't know much.
All right, okay.
Yeah, but there
Okay.
is church in the town. Like in Japan, church exists as well.
I've never seen a church in
Really?
Japan. No.
Oh, I can take you.
Where is a church? Where is a church? Any big town?
Yeah.
Like in Tokyo?
Hmm.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't see a church in Tokyo.
Yeah. It's not so big. It's very small.
Okay.
Each church is very small, but
Okay.
mm-hmm.
But there is.
Yeah.
So if you're Christian in Japan, you can go to church.
Yeah. On
Well,
Sunday.
that's nice. That's nice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you mentioned that you're from Hokkaido.
Yeah.
When you say Hokkaido, the only thing I can think of is the Hokkaido pumpkin.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what that is?
No.
No!
What's
Uh,
that?
Hokkaido pumpkin.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a smaller pumpkin. Do you know what pumpkin is?
Yeah, of course.
Like here, it's not really famous, but like you can find it, and it always has the sign which says Hokkaido pumpkin.
In Europe?
Yeah.
Oh. Ah, so the appearance is maybe green?
I think it is.
Ah, I see. Yeah. Yeah,
You know
I
what?
see. Like, mm-hmm.
I, I can Google it because
When I went to France, I was surprised to see the difference of appearance of a pumpkin. Like
okay.
it was orange in France, but in Japan, in Hokkaido, pumpkin is covered with green peel. So
Okay.
maybe that is a difference.
Actually, the one I found is actually orange.
Oh,
Yes. I can show you the picture.
mm-hmm. Oh, it's
So it's orange.
yeah, yeah. That's the one I saw the France in France.
Okay, but it's called Hokkaido. So I hope
Yeah.
you're gonna know it.
Yeah. Why? I need to like Google with it. Google how. Yeah.
So it's not common. You've never
Mm,
seen it in Hokkaido.
no.
That's sad. All right, never mind. When I was in Japan, we traveled to different regions in Japan, and people were telling me like, "Oh, we went to Kyoto, and they showed us like, okay, you have to buy those sweets because it's common to bring like different sweets from the different region to your family when you come back." So like they mentioned that like in each region of Japan there's like several different types of sweets and biscuits and like little treats. But what about the main cuisines? How do they differ one island from another? And let's take the four main because
Okay.
what would you say are like the main differences? If someone has decided to go to all four big islands in Japan, what would they should choose to like not miss anything? To not miss out on anything.
Yeah, it's difficult. How long? How much time you have to?
I thought, okay, let's say 2 dishes per island. What should I try?
Ah, okay. Hokkaido,
Okay,
you need to eat soup curry
soup tari.
and soup curry. Soup curry.
Okay, curry.
Yeah, curry, which is soup. Soup curry combined with rice. Yeah, we eat it with rice. Yeah.
Okay.
And it contains many kind of vegetables.
Okay.
Depends on season. The vegetables are changed.
Nice.
Yeah, it's very good. And and sushi, I think, because Hokkaido is surrounded by sea, so it gives many kind of fishes from other region and also from Hokkaido Sea, so the taste is very good.
Okay,
So I decide.
What sushi? Because I think many people in Europe they will think of like maybe salmon and tuna, but you probably have other fish in mind.
Yeah.
Right? So what's sushi? What specific sushi?
About salmon as well, and also I find ika.
So
squid. The squid.
Okay. So squid
Kan-
sushi.
Squid sushi.
Okay.
And we do squid noodle as well.
Like
Make
so normal noodles. And you
no
have
no
this.
just
Okay.
squid into the form of noodles and eat it with soy sauce.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's good as well.
So it's not like you add squid to the like pasta mix, like the
No,
dough. No,
no.
you just slice squid
Yeah,
and you eat it with soy sauce.
yeah.
Okay, okay. All right.
Yes.
Okay, what about Honshu? What should you eat?
Honshu.
That's a big island, so maybe we can do like 4 meals.
Yeah, yeah. It's difficult. なんだろう. Wow, it's difficult to decide. Okay. Okay, first, you need to eat soba. Buckwheat noodle. Soba.
Soba. Okay.
Soba. Hi.
Soba.
Yes.
How does it look like?
Gray noodle.
Green noodles.
Yeah.
Okay. And what do you eat with the noodles?
Tempura. And
Okay.
yeah, and soy sauce. Kind of soy sauce, which contains dashi as well.
Okay.
Dashi is a Japanese bonito soup.
Okay. So do you have like sort of the dashi soup and you have the noodles in it? Or do you have dashi separate?
Yeah, separate.
Separate. Okay. And then you have noodles without any sauce?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Just
and then you take the noodles, put
yeah,
them
yeah,
into
yeah, yeah.
dashi.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get it. Okay.
Yeah,
So
and
that's one
eat it
meal.
with eat it with tempura.
And okay.
Tempura is great as well.
Yeah. And is it like vegetable tempura or
Yeah.
Okay.
Both fish tempura and vegetable and
Okay.
anything. Yeah.
All right.
It's great.
Okay. What
Yeah.
next?
and okonomiyaki.
Oh, okonomiyaki. Okay.
It's made from flour and some potatoes, starch, I think, and cabbage. Cut the cabbage and then mix them together.
It's like it looks sort of like a pancake.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It's like so you like chop cabbage. You chop fish.
Yeah.
Then you have noodles. Then you usually put some sauce on it. Sort of like mayo, but it tastes better.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then some people put chili on top.
Chili.
Yeah, I think maybe it was not chili, but something red and spicy.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't remember. Where?
Yeah, we had it in one of the restaurants.
Katsuobushi no? It was katsuobushi, no?
I don't know. What is katsuobushi?
Bonito flakes.
It's
Bonito
like
flakes. It's a dried fish. And
that's the like the dry fish flakes.
Yeah.
Put on top. Yeah. Yeah, and then you fry it. That's really good. Okonomiyaki is really good.
Yeah.
Okay. And one more.
One more.
From Honshu.
Well, I think tonkatsu is great. That tonkatsu is tonkatsu, which fried pork.
That's the one
I mentioned. Yeah.
Okay. So there's the fried pork with soy sauce.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
It's great. Maybe you would like it.
Maybe I would. I think a lot of European countries love meat. So that could be a good go. Okay. Let's move to the other island then. What about Shikoku?
Shikoku, udon, definitely.
Udon, okay.
Yeah. Udon and katsuo. Katsuo is a fish as well.
So it's sliced tuna.
Yeah, kind of. It's
And is it
different from tuna, but
okay?
mm,
And is it raw?
yeah,
Okay. And soy sauce.
yeah.
Always soy sauce.
Yeah, always soy sauce. You
Okay.
need to eat it, yeah, with in raw fish.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So udon, you know udon?
Yeah, I do. Well,
Mm,
udon. Okay. Udon is like a soup with like
yeah.
really thick
Mm-hmm.
noodles.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really good.
Mm.
And it's like it's not as in case like someone's not really used to like raw fish, which is
Mm-hmm.
really common in Japan. Like udon
Yeah.
is great because
Yeah.
there's no raw fish.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right, let's move to the last island. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
Kyushu.
Kyushu, it has どれがいいかな You you need to eat beef since
Okay.
yeah
Like
Kyushu's
slices. Okay.
yeah Kyushu's beef is the best beef in Japan. Like
Ah.
according to the survey.
Oh, oh, there is actually, yes, there's famous Japanese
yeah.
cows and the meat is
Yeah.
like sold all over the world.
Mm-hmm. Kobe beef is very
Yeah.
famous in
Okay.
like thanks to its branding, but
Okay. So it's
but
just a brand.
but like according to the survey from agriculture like corporation or
Okay.
agricultural like ministry like Kyushu is the best place for beef. So
Nice.
yeah.
Okay. So
So
sliced beef.
mm-hmm. Like just bake or
Okay.
in raw. Sometimes you can eat it in raw fish,
And yeah,
raw beef
raw
as
beef.
well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And so do you eat it just as it is or do you eat rice with it or
Yeah,
soy
rice
sauce?
or soy sauce again.
Okay. Whenever
Always.
like in case you decide for rice and soy sauce, you
Mhm.
can never be wrong. It's like always.
Yeah, always soy sauce
Okay.
and
Okay.
dashi. Mm-hmm.
And dashi. Okay. Soy
Mm-hmm.
sauce, rice, and dashi.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
And
beef
anything
and
else?
fish.
And fish.
Fish,
Okay.
since it's surrounded by seas, it has like many kind of fish different from Hokkaido. Like Hokkaido has like the fish just like なんだろう cold like fish survive in cold sea, but
Okay.
in Kyushu there is fish surviving hot sea. So
Okay.
yeah, so it tastes different as well. So you need to
Okay,
try
nice.
both.
Okay. My question now is
Mm-hmm.
where takoyaki comes from.
Mm-hmm. Oh, from Osaka, which is the
Ah,
yeah. It's the
okay.
same region which produce okonomiyaki.
Okay.
Yeah, so the taste is
Takoyaki. I can recommend it. I was really
yeah,
scared because it's like a bowl, like fried bowl
yeah,
filled
yeah.
with octopus.
Mm-hmm.
And when people told me, "Oh, it's octopus bowl," I'm like, "What? I don't eat octopus." And then I tried it and it was delicious. I was like, "Oh,
yeah.
more takoyaki, please."
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, and there was one more dish we had in
Mm-hmm.
Japan. Were
Mm-hmm.
you with us in Kyoto?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember the dinner when we
Mm-hmm.
had like it's like a huge pot and
Mm-hmm.
you boil beef, mushroom, maybe cabbage, noodles,
Mm-hmm.
and then you always take it
Mm-hmm.
and you put it into raw egg
Mm-hmm. Ah,
and then you eat it.
sukiyaki.
Sukiyaki. Okay. That was like the meal I was the most scared of
Oh
because of
really?
yes, because of the raw eggs. Like we
Uh-huh.
don't eat raw eggs.
Yeah.
Like I've never seen that before. And then
Uh-huh.
people were like eating raw eggs, no problem.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay, that's scary.
Oh.
But it was so delicious. Once I
Uh-huh.
tried it, I couldn't stop. Like I had it once with my host family, and
Uh-huh.
once we had it at the trip, and I was like, oh yes, please more.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So where does it come from? Sukiyaki.
It's come from Kansai,
Okay,
Kansai region, which
which is
Kansai
where?
region is the place which produced okonomiyaki and takoyaki.
Okay,
Yeah,
so they
according
have
to.
so they
Mhm.
have really good dishes. So you
Yeah,
should go to that region.
yeah, 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 yeah. True. Economy. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that was also really good, really good.
Mm.
So we've been here and there mentioning like that we've been in Japan and we went to Kyoto and stuff. So we should say that we've met during an event which is called International IB,
Mhm.
which is like cooperation between European and Asian universities, and always like brings 1 or 2 students from each of the participating countries to for like 1 or 2 week program. So I participated in it was I believe International Week Tokyo Spring
Mhm.
2019
Mhm.
or 18.
Mhm.
19, 19, 19,
19.
19, yeah.
Mhm.
And there is a very tradition at each international week that all the participants from all the countries cook their international dishes. Have you
Mhm.
tried all of them?
Before or at
No,
that time?
at the international dinner.
Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah. I tried, but like I was humble little bit,
Okay.
so like
Ah,
each
so you
dish.
didn't want to eat all of it.
Yeah, I couldn't.
Oh,
Yeah, I was in the last lane of the. I was
oh,
third grade, but they were also student, first grade student, second grade student. So like I was in the last lane. So
oh.
sometimes, yeah, I couldn't try everything, but it's okay.
But I know that you've also cooked with a lot of students, like from Germany, from
Yeah.
Vietnam, I think,
Mhm.
and more.
Yeah.
So, first question: which of the meals you've cooked with your friends
Mhm.
you like the most?
Mm.
Which country, like, which country was like, oh, this actually tastes good. Maybe I should go to that country and I don't know, experience like more food there because it tastes good.
China, I see.
China, okay. But you've been
But
to China, right?
yeah, 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 yeah. In Japan,
Mm-hmm.
at Keio University, there is a Chinese student
Mm-hmm.
who come to Keio University to study and learn about Japanese like culture and also economics and those kind of things. And then like the Chinese students are very enthusiastic about sharing their cuisine and they can cook dumpling and all the Chinese cuisine. So we cooked together and then I learned how it tastes very good. So that's why I went to China
Ah, okay.
for 2 weeks. Yeah, and was like very surprised. Like when I was in Hokkaido, and you know, like there is kind of um, discrimination towards Chinese people in Japan. Sometimes,
Okay.
like like because of like economic relations between China and Japan,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
like some elderly don't think Chinese are good people or like they think China try to like evade into Japan.
Uh-huh.
So we are sometimes told that Chinese are evil and they try to like yeah
Yeah.
invade
Yeah.
all the countries and those kind of things. So I didn't feel good about communicating with Chinese before
Mm-hmm.
I met them, but after as soon as I met them, I felt like that rumor is not the truth, and
Okay.
Chinese people are often really similar as Japanese people as well. they love hosting and they love cooking and they love sharing culture each other. So
Mm-hmm.
that's why that's why like I love Chinese people. Like I start love you know so I yeah なんて言ったらいいんだろう so like that's why I thought it's important to see cultural difference from my eyes
Mm-hmm.
directly.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
not good to only hear about it. I need to see
yeah. It's
from
really
my
important to see it with your
yeah
own
yeah
eyes. Yeah.
yeah. So that's why I went to China.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and the rumors or like the prejudice,
Mhm.
it all turned out to be lie. When you were,
Um.
yeah.
Mhm. It depends. Like yeah, like from Japanese perspectives, like they yeah, it's unavoidable that they think Chinese are noisy or like
Okay.
yeah, they sometimes Chinese people think about only about themselves, maybe, but it's life. Like it's normal. Like Japanese people only think about ourselves sometimes, you know. So it's the same, but like from Japanese perspective, we only catch the part the Chinese people just invade and they try to promote their country and those kind of
Mm-hmm.
things. So sometimes it's true, but from Chinese perspective, maybe it's not true. So it's difficult to judge which is right and which is
Okay. I
yeah
just,
better.
yeah, from my
Mhm.
perspective, I would just
Mhm.
say that I think Japanese people don't really think about themselves. I think they have
Mhm.
really strong sense of like community and group, to be honest.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because I remember like I've never seen a better
Mhm.
working team without like someone trying to be like someone trying to show, hey, look, I did this, hey, look, I did that. That's what I experienced during the International Week in Japan because
Mhm.
there were so many people doing so many things
Mhm.
behind the scenes. And
Mhm.
we actually, I was like, but who did this? Like someone,
Mhm.
because I was working with teams, so I was like,
Mhm.
someone had to do that.
Mhm.
It didn't happen itself. And I was like, well, my because I've got a present
Mhm.
from my like buddy or my host,
Mhm.
the student who took care of me
Mhm.
in Japan.
Mhm.
And I
Mhm.
was like, how could you manage to buy the present
Mhm.
if you were with me all the time because she was taking care of me
Mhm.
all the time? And she was like,
Yeah.
I actually didn't buy it. I just told the other people in the team
Mhm.
what you might
Mhm.
like and
Mhm.
what you like because I love mochi. So
Mm.
they wanted to, and they bought a present for me, but she
Mhm.
gave it to me.
Mm.
And I didn't hear from the people who actually bought the present being like, "Oh, she didn't buy it. We did." Nobody
Mm.
said anything like that.
Mm.
Nobody tried to took credit for something.
Mm.
Everyone was like, we're team here and we're gonna do it all together. And that was something really unique, I think.
Mm.
So I think Japanese people have a really like strong sense for community. Sometimes I
Yeah.
think it might be a bit um like contra
Mm.
controversial
Oh
from some
yeah.
perspective. Like that someone might say like the Japanese people might want more like individuality or
Mm.
more like personal
Mm.
uh, expression, but at least in some ways, I think it was really admirable how
Mm.
people were like cooperating and they were so they really felt like one team, and it really
Yeah.
felt like it to the participants as well. And we really
Mm.
loved the team. It was
Mm.
certainly great. So all right. So if people wanted to uh, follow you or
Mhm.
support you, where they
Mhm.
can find you, you have Instagram, which is
Mhm.
called Riina Eats.
Yeah.
Okay, then you have YouTube channel, right?
Yeah.
which is called also Riina Eats. I don't know. Yeah, okay.
Riina.
And then you have Facebook, right? You can
Yeah.
spread the love for Japanese food. Okay. Well, I have a last question. Do you have like anything you would want to add or have some kind of a message for people listening about anything we talked about or anything else we didn't mention? Something you would want people around the world to know about Japan? Maybe something like you think people think something and you think it's not really true. So anything you would want to share?
Japanese food is very good, but you can only taste traditional, real Japanese food only when you come to Japan. So, please come to Japan.
Thank you very much for listening, guys. Please remember that all opinions expressed in this episode are based on personal experience and do not represent everyone. In case you want to learn more about cultures or you want to see some behind the scenes material, check out the Instagram account at crossculturally. All recommendations mentioned in this episode can be found in the description. Have an amazing day or night and see you in the next episode. Bye bye.